Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. It's a girl, Lumata Ven, the one loved and marvelously spoiled by God. If you're new here, you're very welcome, and if you're not, thank you for stopping by. I made a video last time about what I do when I don't know what to pray, and one of the things where I pray the scriptures. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys how I do pray the scriptures. What I proclaim to myself, I remind myself of the promises of God in my life, of who I am, of what God expects of me. Before we get into that, one thing I do when I'm praying the scripture, I pray in the second person and the first person singular. I'm not praying, or I'm not reading the verse as though God is talking to Israel. Like, I am not praying it in the context of God is blessing the Israelites. Like, I am customizing that verse. So I'm saying, like, you will bless me. I'm talking in the first person singular, which is addressing my own self and God as you. So I've got a couple of verses that I'm going to put out here for you guys too. Some of these verses are actually things we need to say to ourselves in order to build our faith. Well, I believe that faith comes by hearing, and hearing of the word of God. You say it till you believe it. Even if you don't believe it, just say it. There will come a time where you believe it. So Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 and 7. So I'm going to read from the New International Version, which says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Christ Jesus." So now, if I'm to pray this, I'm going to customize the verse. I'm going to make it to fit me. So what I'm going to say is,
I refuse to be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, I present my request to you, Lord, and your peace, which transcends all understanding, will guard my heart and my mind in you, Christ Jesus.
here I'm changing the "your" to "mine." I'm going to read 1 John 5:14, and it says, "This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us." So now I'm going to customize this verse. "This is the confidence I have in approaching you, O God, that if I ask anything according to your will, you hear me." And then I go on to pray. So I'm not saying he hears us, like you're not addressing God as the third person singular. He will bless us. Like, no. You're praying, you're in your secret place, you and God. You can as well just address him directly. I'm going to share a few more verses that I use every day. I speak them to myself. Some of them are like faith boosters, some of them are prayers, some of them are affirmations and all that. In any case, I always customize them because I am praying to my God. Like, I'm not going to pray, use a verse to pray, and then do like he's talking to the Israelites. No, he's talking to me, Lumata Ven, and I'm addressing my God. So I can as well just say you. John 15:7-8. It says, "If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples." So we see that this verse is being written from the perspective of Jesus. Is Jesus talking to his disciples? And now, if I want to pray it, I need to customize it, right?
Father, your word says, if I remain in you and your words remain in me, I shall ask whatever I wish, and it will be done for me. And this is to your Father's glory, that I bear much fruit, showing myself to be your disciple.
If you're believing God for healing, take a verse in the Bible that speaks about healing, like Isaiah 53:4. You proclaim it to yourself as often as you can, because you're taking it like medicine, you know. So I'm going to share some verses, the verses I use almost every day.